Okay, so I just finished watching Oshi no Ko. Can I just quickly say, if you have not watched this anime episode, you have to. It is honestly the best first episode of an anime I've watched in a long time. Now, I'm one to say I don't watch idol animes a whole lot because I don't find them as intriguing or as entertaining. But this one was by far the most craziest of all time. Like, it had murder, it had stalkers, it had reincarnation. I'm not even joking about that last part. And it had just a great first episode. Like, the first episode was an hour and 22 minutes long. Now, I'm not normally doing reviews. Usually I do anime reactions, but I thought we spiced it up just to go over this. So let's just go over first of all, the brief plot. We have our main girl, Aya. Of course, she's the main idol of the series, and of course, the icon of the actual, box art. And she's one of those characters that's kind of just like one of those idols, and the whole concept to everything that idols are is someone who is fake, lying in order to put on an act to entertain a wide audience, to build a following, in order to build a presence and money and all that jazz. Now, she's one of those characters that never really had a family or anything like that, and was always one of those persons who was just kind of to themselves. But then she's offered an opportunity to become an idol. Now, that's kind of the idea behind it. And since she's never really had a family, she decided to have 2 kids. Instead of having an abortion and stuff like that, she decided to commit to it. Now, we get introduced right out the rip. We get our 2 main characters besides, of course, the MC, because Aya. We have a doctor who is someone who is trying to help deliver Aya's new kids, and we have someone who's a patient of the doctor's who died because they had a disability, they didn't have a lot of energy, and they only made it to 15 years old. So right out the rip, I thought this was gonna be more like, oh, okay, the doctor is gonna help, of course, a girl Aya have her kids, they're gonna have a normal life, it's gonna be all this fun stuff. But massive plot twist, like wow, the doctor dies. Like, a stalker kills the doctor. Now, the other girl died, of course. She died to a disability because she didn't live long. But we find out during that process that the doctor wished he could help deliver the kids, because not only was he just a normal doctor and he played his part as a doctor, but also making sure to stay out of it when he need to, but he was also a fan, but he made sure to know his boundaries, of course, which is a good doctor. And we find out that he gets reincarnated as their son, Aqua. And then the other person we find later down the line is actually Ruby, who is the girl that we know had a disability who died. Now, reincarnation is one of those things in stories that you don't see a whole lot of. And it's one of those things in the real world that it's like, it's kind of weird to play it out, but in this anime, they do it really good. So all you need to know is the following is that they're both very laid back. They don't usually involve themselves in the situation, although they more just love their mother, love them as an idol too, because they're fans, massive fans at that. And you find out during this process that they both are trying to understand the idol industry while they're trying to help their mother grow, and you can kind of see it where it goes. Now, everything is going good, they're all finding success throughout the line, and until you finally see the stalker again. Now, you find out during this information that the stalker goes from a quick cut from him killing the mom. The MC, like, I honestly thought, oh, Aqua's gonna save her because he's a doctor in his past life. He must save her, right? Absolutely not. They indicate this as, yeah, she dead. You see the life goes out of her eyes. You know those stars in her eyes? The pupil goes out. Like, the symbolism within this first episode is absolutely amazing. And the art from very colorful to very dry upon death is just fantastic. Now, I'm someone who loves how things look representing what they are, and that was so freaking good. Now we transition to what happens to Ruby and of course Aqua after their mother dies, and yet their star, their little star. Ruby takes up the responsibility of becoming an idol, of course, because she has the talent to and the potential, because she's watched her mom's films thousands upon thousands of times over as someone who is disabled who can only lie in their bed. And on the other hand, Aqua over here is more just like trying to figure out why she died, how did they figure out how the stalker came to be, because not only did he die to the stalker, but they also didn't find his body, so there's something to that. And he figures out during this whole process of connecting the dots within the last few seconds of the episode that it must have been their father, and he now makes it his goal to kill his father. Like, oh, okay, like we have, it's like yin and yang. We got both sides of the coin. We got the pure pure incentive to kill. Like, to kill and become someone in the idol industry. And of course, he goes under the wing of another person. I'm not going to explain that too much. If you got to watch the episode after this. And then, on the other hand, we have his sister who just wants to be a star, who does just as good as her mom because she's pure heart. Now, that's absolutely amazing. And they're both the opposite side of the coins, which I just absolutely love. If you don't, I'm just radiating with energy right now. So, to overall review this episode, I will quickly say I have not watched an anime that had this much good animation, thought to it, and all this other jazz just looking so good. Like, honestly, you could have told me this was a movie and there's a second one coming, and I would have probably believed you because it's just so freaking good. Like, holy crap. So, to answer the question, what was my thoughts on this first episode? Amazing. Just stellar. There is nothing else to be said about this episode. So if you have not watched Ishinoko, I highly recommend you. If you're not an idol person, I'm more a guy who just watches trash isekai, enjoys isekai anime and some, romance here and there, and doesn't really watch any idol anime, and I watched it. You should probably check it out for yourself. Just give it a watch, the first episode. If you love it, you love it. You hate it. But yeah, my question is for you guys. What do you think of the first episode to this idol anime? For me, holy crap, it was good. And I'll probably be watching next week, because next week is just going to be episode 4, because the first episode was more focused on the first 3 episodes that felt like a movie, and honestly was just like so good. But yeah, what do you guys think about this anime? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed my review here today, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed so you don't miss some future anime reactions. I'm also gonna start doing reviews, because I do have a Patreon. I post full length reactions, because I literally watch this anime on my Patreon, posted there for everyone else to have it who supports me there. Always appreciate it to you guys. You guys are awesome. And I'm gonna start doing these reviews when I do exclusive isekais on there. I might turn one into a just full out review if I think it's that good. And this was just that good. Until then, have a great day. Stay safe. Okay, cool. See you around.